Amiibo. I wasted a ton of money on them. You probably wasted a ton of money on them. We've all wasted a ton of money on Amiibo. But anyway, dog! So I thought, since I did waste all this money on Amiibos, might as well make a video about it. So these are my Amiibos ranked from my least favorite to my most favorite. Before we do get into this video, I want to tell you guys something really cool. I'm a seller. I got a sponsor. It's this company called Boss Boxes, which sends you gaming stuff in a box. It's not like a monthly subscription box. It's like this box just filled with gaming stuff. They have themes. They have it like for Xbox One, PC, PS4. You don't have to get it for one of those though if you're only a Nintendo person. Even though they don't have Nintendo exclusive ones, they have ones that aren't like specific to consoles that I think you'll enjoy. It's really, really cool, and they were awesome to sponsor me. If you use promo code LUCAR, you will get 10% off one of the boxes, plus you'll be supporting me because I'll get some of the money from the sale. So if you want to do that, if that sounds interesting to you, check out the link in the description. Use code LUCAR. Use code KIM! So coming in at number 15 is the Inkling Girl. So the Inkling Girl is one in the 3-pack that I got of the Splatoon Amiibo, the first series. She's an alright looking Amiibo. I honestly do like all these Amiibo, even though this is my least favorite. She's got the orange theme going. Don't really like the pink shoes. I don't really think they fit with this Amiibo that well, but it's okay. I love the paint splat. I love the ink tank. Her hair looks pretty cool. I think this is a solid Amiibo, just my least favorite out of the ones I have. Now coming in at number 14 is Mifa. Now I know a lot of people love this Amiibo and love this character. I just don't like her character. I don't like her character design, which just makes me not like the Amiibo. The stand looks awful on this Amiibo, but her spear looks really cool. It's a detailed Amiibo, and this would most likely be one of my favorites if I liked the character. But I just was not a fan of Mifa in the game. She annoyed me, her voice acting annoyed me, and the old games, just no. Next up is the Inkling Boy. No, I don't hate Splatoon. And here is the Inkling Boy. Now, this is very similar to the Inkling Girl, although I think the hairstyle, the facial expression, and the color work a lot better on an Amiibo, opposed to the Inkling Girl. His shoes actually work with his ink, which is a plus, and I like his stance a lot more. Now these are the two Amiibo side to side. Just tell me which one you like more. I'd honestly go with the Inkling Girl. Boy. The Inkling Girl just looks kind of awkward. And next up is Urbosa. Now Urbosa would be higher on my list if she didn't have that facial expression. What is up with her face? What did they do to her? Otherwise it's a very solid Amiibo. She's thick. Otherwise it's a very solid Amiibo, but that face. Next up is there it is, Captain Falcon Amiibo. Now this is a very, very cool Amiibo. Honestly, my only complaint with it is that it's a little simple. If this wasn't simple, if they added something to differentiate it from the other Amiibo, this would be higher on my list. Plus his head is kind of small and it looks a little awkward. The Captain Falcon Amiibo is very true to his design. It looks really cool. And you gotta remember, it was one of the first Amiibo made, so it's not gonna be super crazy or super complicated. Nintendo was just testing it out. Just cut him some slack. Next up is the Gold Mario Amiibo. I know this is one of CND's favorites. I love the Amiibo, but it's just a little simple for me. I like the more complicated, like cool Amiibos, even though I do love this Amiibo to death. Like this is one of my Amiibo that I use the most in games. Like I usually play with the Gold Mario suit in Odyssey. Gold Mario is just really cool to me. But the thing about this Amiibo is just the same as the normal Mario. I wish they had given him a different stance or something, but that was a really cool Amiibo. I thought it was a cool idea for Nintendo to do, and I might even get the Silver Mario, who knows? You're a kid now, you're a Squid Amiibo is next up on the list. So I love this Amiibo. That paint thing is just so freaking cool and very creative how they use the paint as a stand. It's very detailed in its stance. I love this Amiibo to death. My one complaint with it is, I don't really know what my complaint with it is, to be honest. I'm gonna start running out of complaints here. We're only on number 988, but I don't know. I just love Squid Amiibo. Next up is Rivali. Now this is one of those cases where I love the Amiibo to death, but once again, I'm not the biggest fan of the character. I hate Rivali, such a snob, and that honestly, most likely is what brings this Amiibo down for me. Like, I love the design. The stand is kind of awkward. It's going up his butthole. I'm not gonna ask who designed it like that and why they designed it like that, but just know you're a freaking weirdo. It's just a really cool Amiibo. Next up is the Dr. Mario Amiibo. This is my most recent purchase. I got this a few days ago on eBay. The pill is very intimidating. The look on his face, he's just like,
I hope you made lots of spaghetti.
I love this amiibo. There's a lot of detail. This is a very underrated amiibo in my opinion. Just because Dr. Mario isn't the most popular character, not many people have picked up this amiibo, even though I think it's a really standout one. There's actually a deal that it's $6 on eBay. That's what I got this. Sealed, perfect condition. That one wasn't sponsored, don't worry. Next up is the heaviest amiibo yet. And I think this is the heaviest amiibo that exists. Daruk. This is a very cool amiibo. Look at the stuff on his sword. You can look at his face. You can look at his body. I'm just not the biggest fan of his character. And his legs look really awkward because they're tiny. Next up is the Wedding Peach amiibo. It's simple, but it's not undetailed. You see her dress has all the different layers. It's even going over the stand a bit, which is a new thing. Her veil, that's the word. Her veil is glossy. They did her facial expression well. There's tiara. I think it would have been a nice touch to add eyes on tiara. It's from my favorite game ever, so I'm gonna have a little bit of bias. But next up is the Wedding Mario amiibo. You know, you got the Peach and the Mario. There's just so much detail that went into this amiibo, and I love it. Top 3, let's go. Now this is an amiibo my friend got me. A shout out to you, Elliot. But here's the horse. That's really nice. Here's Link, even though he's really small. I just like this kind of amiibo, or just this amiibo specifically, because so much more detail went into it than a lot of other amiibos. Well, not necessarily detail, but there's just more going on, and I think that really adds to it. All the luggage on the horse. Link's cape looks really nice, or not cape, hood. That's my first of the top 3. It's the Wedding Bowser amiibo. Oh boy, who was surprised? I bet nobody. I mean, his shell is crazy detailed. His facial expression looks great. Everything looks amazing on this amiibo. This is probably one of the only amiibos that I have no complaints with, and honestly, I think this is one of the best amiibos ever made. And my final amiibo, this is the 8-bit Link amiibo. I love this amiibo so much. It sticks to the original game so well. They even got the cross on the shield. They got the Pinocchio nose. My friend calls this Pinocchio. You suck, Ben. He has a sword. The little stand, honestly, doesn't bother me on this amiibo like it does on most. His facial expression is just so dead and lifeless. I love it. This was actually the first amiibo I ever got, and it was for my first trip at the Nintendo store. When I went in there, I was freaking out. I walked in like this, like, I'm home. That's what motivated me to make Nintendo videos on YouTube. Like, I realized I love Nintendo so much, and I see all these Nintendo YouTubers that I love so much. Like, that was a little bit after the Switch launch, so I was like, CND was here, and it was absolutely insane. And then a few months later, I got to meet him, and now we know each other. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, maybe, possibly. And if you're new, consider subscribing. Trying to hit 600 by the end of the year. I'm gonna see if we can do it. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. This is probably gonna be live edited, so yeah, bye.